Hello, my friends and my student on this channel. This is Dr Sirme, and in the course of my going here and there, I've met a friend, a mother, my lecturer, Professor Wanjau. That's her name. Karibu, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So, Professor Wanjau
Yes.
is a professor of chemistry, and that's why I have brought her in this platform, because my channel is all about chemistry, and she's going to tell us the chemistry I've been emphasizing. It's good for you, student. The chemistry I've been telling you, it will take you place. She will tell you now, speaking from a higher level than Dr Sirme. Yeah, she's going to advise you. So kindly, ma'am, and my professor, advise my student. Why is it important to be serious with chemistry?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sirme.
Yes, that's my YouTube.
I am impressed with the good work that you are doing.
Yes.
Yes, and my students, Professor Ruth Wanjau, a professor of chemistry at Kenyatta University. And I have taught chemistry for many years, and I am happy and I'm proud of it. And I like encouraging young people to know the importance of chemistry, what it can do for them, where it can take them, and above all, even how they can convert it into a business
Sure.
that will make their livelihoods, and they will keep on, letting others know that chemistry is the key. Currently, if I may say, anytime I visit a market, I find women asking me to buy dried bananas. Why? Because they have calcium. Then I get others who are telling us during COVID, lemon is dawa ya COVID. And they are using chemistry to advertise their goods. And there are so many others I may even emulate given time. But
Sure.
in the interest of time, allow me now to come to the core of this talk. We want to know, what is it about chemistry that you need to know, especially at the secondary school life? At secondary school, I like encouraging us that chemistry is the easiest subject of all.
Sure.
Leave alone that. Chemistry is the only subject that you can never leave behind. Whether you are sleeping or eating or playing or whatever it is that you are doing, or even reading, you need chemistry. I say the air we breathe is chemistry. The water we drink is chemistry. The food we eat, it is a bit of chemistry and a bit of biology. But the preparation of that food, basically it is chemistry. You remember Bunsen burners that were introduced in Form 1? Your mother's, your grandmother's kitchen, even whichever kitchen you have ever visited, all those cookers you see there, all those are Bunsen burners. And therefore, do we ever fear, cooking, whether it is with jiko or with kuni or with gas or with electricity? All of them are Bunsen burners. And in chemistry, we need Bunsen burners because they help us in achieving our results faster. Because when we hit reactions, then they are able to take place faster than if we had not heated.
Sure.
If we fail to heat, they will still take place, but they can take years and years, just like cooking. And I usually like giving the similarities between a laboratory and a home kitchen. Do you know the two are one and the same? It's only that one in the social nature, it is referred to as kitchen. When you go to school or to a learning institution or a research institution, it is called a laboratory.
Sure.
Because in the kitchen, the spoon that we are using, that is a spatula. The plates or the bowls, those are flasks, they are petri dishes. Then we have the cups, are beakers.
Yeah.
We have the jugs, those are flasks.
Sure.
They are flasks. We even have the thermos flasks. Those are equivalent to volumetric flasks, because thermos flask, anytime you see a thermos flask, know for sure that flask is either 250 mils or 500 mils or 1 liter or 1.5 or 2. They are volumetric flasks in their own capacity. And we have many other volumetric flask with us. With all the sufurias, all those are beakers. Whichever size they are beakers in their own capacity. And therefore, when we get to the lab, then what is new? You may tell me the chemicals, but go back to that laboratory known as the kitchen. You have the sugar, you have the salt, you have the spices, you have the detergents. All those are chemicals. Yes, even the flours, we may refer to them as chemicals. And when you are cooking, you don't just put water there and then you add the flour. You wait for it to boil, because chemical reactions, there is the procedure they follow. And that is where we talk of procedures, and that is where we encourage you, read the procedure very, very well. And when you read the procedure very well, you will end up with the right products and you will enjoy all the way through. I love ugali, but I don't like ugali cooked by just anybody, because there are some people who don't apply their chemistry. We say that when we add things to hot water, there are those that will lower the boiling point. Anytime the water is boiling and you are making ugali, when you add the maize flour, the water stops boiling. And therefore, then how ought we to make ugali? The procedure. Make sure that the water is boiling, add the maize flour little by little. When you add a little, you allow it to boil. You add and then you are still stirring. By the way, we have the stirrers in the kitchen, the muikos and those other things. When you cook ugali like that, I want to tell you that ugali will be very spongy, it will be very sweet, and it will be very well cooked. Unlike the person who went and they did not read the procedure and they put all the flour inside the water and then they started now stirring, and it became even hard, so you get that ugali with even raw maize flour in it. Then they even look for water, because now the water, the flour is too much. They want to add some water and they want to dig a crater in there, so that they add water. If they had followed the right procedure, we would all be enjoying. Again, some of the challenges we are facing that are causing lifestyle diseases, they are as a result of us not following the right procedure. And therefore you find people are eating maize flour instead of ugali. And therefore they just keep on ballooning like the yes, but if you made ugali very well, it will be spongy, so it will have the right amount of carbohydrates, the right amount of air, and you will also enjoy, and you will not even take so much. Because if you are given this portion and another one is given the other portion may be 5 times this other portion with the air now, and that had followed the right procedure. That is about procedures. I know we hate procedures, but they are the ones that make us enjoy all the things that we use at home. That soap you use, a right procedure was used to have it there. The detergents, even the powdered soaps, all of them, the right procedure. The cooking oil, all of them, the right procedure has to be followed. When the procedure is not followed, then you end up with the wrong products and you cannot enjoy them. Hey, are we still together?
Yes.
So please, procedures are very, very important. Then we move on. Why study chemistry? We study chemistry because through the study of chemistry, we are able to interact with the world that we live in. When you get into the water in a swimming pool, you will understand why you can't sink and where you float and the like. Again, that water, you know what it is, and you know what ought to be done to that water to make it now the way it is, and why that water is different from the tap water, and why that tap water which we are drinking should be different from, could be the one we are irrigating crops with, because crops require a lot of nutrients. If for them there are a lot of nitrates in water, there is no problem. But in we are drinking water, in my drinking water, we don't want those nutrients. We only want water, could be with a bit of iron, with a bit of potassium, and we enjoy. And therefore we are saying chemistry helps us to interact with the world. And you go in where there is chemistry, fertilizers, whether it is inorganic or organic fertilizer, again it is chemistry. So you come to agriculture, they require chemistry. Go to history, you may think there is no chemistry in history. It is there, because when now they are doing the archaeology and they get those bones that of our great-great-grandparents, again, how are they able to tell their age? They have to come to us for us to use radioactivity, and we'll be able to tell them the age. Go to hospitals, a lot of chemistry is there. Actually, hospitals can't run without chemistry. Yes, go to the detergents, go to the pharmaceuticals, go to the labs. They use our instruments, and the technicians are there. So that is, again, another area. You may tell me that in music there is no chemistry, but there is a lot of chemistry, because when somebody is singing, the ears hear, and there are chemical reactions that take place in our body, and that is when we start dancing. We are responding to chemical reactions that have already taken place in our bodies. So a lot of chemistry. Come to sleep. Sleep, again, there is a lot of chemistry. We are told go for foods that have these sleeping inducing chemicals like milk or even the chamomile tea. Yes, they have those chemicals that induce sleep, and you'll be able to enjoy your sleep all through. When you want to stay alert, you take true tea because of caffeine or even coffee, and you're able to read. Those are chemicals. So you can imagine you need chemistry in every aspect of your life. Yes, and therefore, when we now concentrate and we now follow the right procedures, the right methods, I want to assure you, you will enjoy all through. If there is any subject that is enjoyable, it is chemistry. You go to the lab, you mix those, and you get different colors, and you just write down the observations. And then after writing the observations, you want to understand what happened, and then you understand the mechanism behind that. Just like when you and me eat food, a lot of chemistry takes place. It is known as oxidation of food in the body. Yes, so it takes place, and you are able to get energy, and other nutrients are able to be released, and the body absorbs them, and you remain healthy. Body chemistry, it is very complex. Actually, it is said that we can't understand it. Even the smiling, how we say people should smile, that is also chemistry. The laughing gas, I keep saying, we are the owners of laughing gas. Yes, and therefore chemists should be the most happy, the most enjoyable people, the most reaching out people, because they have no stress in them. That is chemistry. And by the way, after Form 4, you come to the university, you continue enjoying the chemistry. Then after your first degree, even undergraduate, you can still do a project. You come now, do masters, again you do some theory, and then again you do research on that area that you may have for a long time wanted, because you may have observed this thing is not happening. My fingernails have something, a white patch there. What is the white patch there that may have been there? You want to study that, and you may understand about the nutritional status of various persons and be able to advise them. So chemistry has a lot. Actually, it has been said that we chemists have a solution affecting humankind. So anytime you hear there is a challenge somewhere, be it road accidents, be it even suicides, we chemists have a solution to all that. Currently, I am doing a study on foods that contain elements for controlling and managing mental health. So when we are through with the research, we'll be able to let the world know these are the foods that we should eat to control and manage the mental issues that we are having. And we have a better world, and we solve those problems.
Wow.
Now, I want to come to the entrepreneurial aspect of chemistry.
Okay.
How many people today are just enjoying their chemistry from their home? I have one student who is doing a master's degree, but for him, he worked for some time, and then he started using his chemistry.
Yeah.
He roasts nuts and he sells them. You know, even roasting is chemistry.
Wow.
Because if you make them burn, then you give people aromatic hydrocarbons. They are not good. So it has to be done well at the right temperature with the right ingredients, and you get them well done. That is one. How about making detergent? Yes, a lot. There is a lot. When you make the detergent as a chemist, it will be different from that one made by that other person, because for you understand these chemicals and you know what there is. The other day there is a skate that was in the social media of making avocado soap at home. And do you know there isn't so much?
Sure.
Anyway, I know we had a project whereby we went to advise farmers, instead of throwing away the overripe bananas, they should use them for making soap. And we taught them. We taught them even how to preserve the avocado paste, which now they'll be using to make soap.
Wow.
I pray to God they are still applying that. So there is a lot of business that we can do with chemistry. And therefore, my friends, I want you to know that chemistry is a life changer. Chemistry has a solution to all the problems affecting mankind. Do you have any challenge? Go to chemistry. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Prof.
Welcome,
Thank you, Prof.
welcome.
My viewers, this was not a waste of time, and Prof has just explained to you, chemistry is life. Chemistry offers a solution, not the problem. Otherwise, thank you so much. That was a segment that is different from what we usually do. So even as I teach you chemistry from today henceforth, you know the benefit.
Sure.
Now, the person who has just talked is higher than me several times. So it's more than Dr. Sirme 20 times. So my student, kindly, love chemistry. Do it. We need doctors, we need professors to teach chemistry in higher levels. We need engineers. Yes, you've heard of the pharmacy area, the medicine we use. All those are made by chemists. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. This is Dr. Sirme, and for my professor, as you continue teaching people, God bless you.
A parting shot.
Yes,
Anytime
kindly.
you see a skyscraper, the
Yeah.
tall buildings,
Yes.
see chemistry.
Very
We
true.
are the owners of those. Without those tumors,
Yeah,
those buildings
the
cannot
concrete
stand.
and all
We
that,
need the Y18, the Y16, that
Sure.
is iron, that is metal, and so
Good.
yes.
Thank you. Chemistry is all around us.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Professor. And for my audience, my student, I think it was not a waste of time. It is a time well spent with Professor Wanjau. All that Professor has tried to do is to bring chemistry out of classroom, out of the ordinary school laboratory to our day-to-day life. As she started from the beginning, the kitchen, that is the home kitchen, and the laboratory, they are one and the same thing. Only that now the chemicals, the ingredients, the recipe and the procedure, they are named differently. All the way to the air we breathe. That means chemistry is life. All the way to the lifestyle we live, whatever we live, even the enjoyment, that is like the laughing gas. Laughing gas is chemistry. So for my student, my encouragement is that you may love this subject. It may seem like a giant, but it's a very easy subject and a very enjoyable subject if you can give yourself to the subject. And a very important subject when it comes to our career and among other things. So as I continue teaching you in this channel, Dr. Sirme Chemistry channel, kindly be passionate about the subject. Otherwise, I love you so much, my student, my audience. Kindly continue supporting me by subscribing, recommending, like the content. Leave your comment that I may know that somebody somewhere is watching this content. God bless you. God bless you. This is Dr. Sirme. As I wind up this video, just a piece of advice. Because education is good, we may work so hard to get it, But without some virtues, without some other virtues that we should have in life as students, we are not going to achieve our dream. We may even get the A in mathematics, A in chemistry, a mini score of A. But without some morals, youths, I'm telling you, will not make it far. One thing that is destroying many youths is the drugs, the substance abuse. So kindly, my students, I beg of you, do not involve yourself in drugs. Shun drugs. You know, once you intoxicate your brain, you damage your brain with those chemicals, I'm telling you, your brain will not be able to hold all the good substances we are trying to learn here. The other thing is all about peer pressure. There are good friends that you can choose. There are other friends that are not good. There are some friends that will not add value to your life. So when we talk about peers, your friends, choose them very wisely. Do not just have a friend just for the sake of having a friend. So ask yourself, what will this friend add to me? What other value will I also add to this person? Then irresponsible sexual behaviors. Nowadays, many youths, be it boys, they involve themselves in gayism. If it is girls, they involve themselves in lesbianism. So what I am encouraging you students, as youth as you are, kindly shun such irresponsible sexual behaviors, because they will take much of your time. You'll not have time to study. You'll not concentrate even when you're studying. So it is very much in order, very much okay that you shun such behaviors. Otherwise, thank you so much, my students. I love you so much, and I would like to see you successful in life. Thank you.